Day 7. Well, I had planned originally to take today off, but the caretaker at the Trail of Hope hostel offered to help me slack pack the next section. So what he did was he loaned me a small backpack. I collected my emergency gear, some water, snack or two, my spot, and he drove me about 12 miles north to, I think it was Shippensburg Road, and now I am heading south back to Fayetteville. So this way I'll be able to use today, instead of a day off, a light day, 10 or 12 miles, but with a light pack, and be able to enjoy the hostel and maybe have lunch at the Timbers restaurant again here this afternoon. Alright, just wanted to give you another vantage point, some of the beautiful scenery. It's been a very nice walk here so far this morning, putting out about 2 hours or so, making a good pace. Given I'm with this light pack, which is probably no more than 5 pounds, I'm maintaining a pace of about 3 miles an hour, which is really good. Usually I'd be between 2 and 2.5. You know, depending on the terrain, of course, and the weather, but definitely making some good progress. And hard to say. I think it is north to south, a little more downhill. There's certainly been a few, you know, good elevation changes up in this direction, but I think overall it's down. I know it certainly goes down into Fayetteville, which is around 800 or 900 feet from, you know, 1,500 or so, something like that, just north. So again, making good progress. Feel pretty good. Let's see. Another comment on people. I met 2 other hikers yesterday. One, a woman who is headed north, who actually I might pass in this direction. She did half of the trail last year and is finishing up the trail this year. And then I met another gentleman who's been off and on a bit. He's heading south. He left early this morning, headed south. Not sure how many will be in the hostel tonight. As you hike, you certainly have time to think. A couple of things I've been thinking about is being smart with water. Right now I'm in a routine of loading up my 2 3/4 liter bottles when I do pick up water at a shelter or a campground, and then refilling them as I need them along the way. I wonder now whether I should more strategically fill maybe just 1 bottle, because I know an easy water pickup is 4 miles down the trail. Or, you know, if it's much longer, then certainly fill up the 2 bottles. It depends again, I think, on a couple other factors like the heat and the terrain a bit, but it makes a difference carrying, you know, an extra 3/4 liter of water, for example. I know it when I come into a campground, I use a lot more water, you know, for dinner, just kind of hanging out, cleaning up, that kind of thing. So that's where I have my Platypus gray water bottle that I fill up as well, and then filter it as needed. But certainly, I think only on a rare occasion would I be carrying the 2 3/4 liter and the Platypus filled, because that's a I don't know how much weight that is, but that's quite a bit more weight. So yeah, just some thoughts. It's a lot easier with less weight. Okay. Just came upon the next shelter, Quarry Gap Shelter. I got to show you this one. Just beautiful. Here's the main building, and it has, I guess, 2 shelter areas and a covered picnic bench in there. A covered another picnic bench over there, and a stream. I don't know if you can quite see this, or a brook is running right through the shelter, right around it, and a couple gates at either end, platforms for tents, and if you can quite see it up there, the privy is up at the top of the hill there. Wow, perhaps one of the nicest shelters I've seen so far. Quarry Gap Shelter, the Potomac Appalachian Trail Conference, Jim Stark, innkeeper. Boy, really nice. I think I'm going to spend a few minutes here. Well, the features of the shelter just go on. It's got a tarp that you can roll down to break the wind here in the middle, a skylight, and if you can make it out there, there's hanging. There are some ropes with a can, really for hanging your food, I think, and mice can't get down on them. That's the idea, if I understand. What else? Oh, I didn't point out the swing here, covered, not covered, but a very nice swing. Flowers. Yeah, incredible. It's got, he's got card games, checkers, a bunch of other information here as well. So this has got to be, again, one of the nicer shelters. Okay, just left that shelter, and scratch that with the ropes hanging from the ceiling. I believe that's for, maybe putting your backpack or clothes bag or things of that nature, and keep them away from mice going through them. A little further, or right at the edge of the shelter, there was a bear box. Just a large bin, metal bin it looked like, that has basically a lock on it that you can put the food in, and a bear would not be able to open that box. So always learning. About 2.6 miles to go to get to Pennsylvania 30. Well, ending day 7 at my new favorite restaurant, Timbers. About 11 miles today. First time slack packing, and it worked really well. So I'm going to go in and enjoy a nice lunch and call it a day. Bye now. Good morning. Day 8. Left the Trail of Hope's hostel this morning, and now heading north again. So nice day. Probably in the upper 60s. I think going to be in the 70s today. Just pan around this area. I think they were doing some reclamation work, or even a burnout earlier or late last year, and the trail at that time was rerouted. But another item of note, I just passed the midpoint of the trail. The total trail distance is 2189.8. I started in Harpers Ferry, of course, about 70 miles south. So it's the Harpers Ferry, I guess, is considered the Well, I guess it's just kind of an imaginary halfway, and the actual halfway point was just a moment ago. But good morning. I'm planning on about 12 miles today. Should be close to a state park that has a AT museum. Not sure if it's going to be open, but with a little luck, there might be a vending machine or something that I could get a cold soda, and then go on a little further to a campground. I understand that's up at least partially the next hill. So off we go. Alright, just visited the AT Museum at Furnace Grove. Very nice, got a stamp. I'm carrying a passport, and the thought is to collect a stamp now and then from places that are on the trail, and keep that as a memento of the experience. So I've got a stamp there. Very interesting museum. Some of the early hikers didn't have a lot of advanced equipment, and one woman with a rucksack and kids did the trail. So pretty amazing. Oop, it's only slipping a little bit. But so I'm about 8 miles into it today, about 4 to go, and with a little luck, get to a nice campsite a little further north. But I think there's free showers up here, but don't need one of those since I had one earlier. But nice that they have this along the trail for people, because it really is very much appreciated. I stopped at the general store there, had a soda out of a vending machine. I understand that general store is where people take the half-gallon challenge, that if they've come up from Georgia, they're at about halfway, and then the challenge is to eat a half-gallon of ice cream in one sitting. Well, not for me this time. Maybe I can do that some other place, but I would think that'd be kind of difficult. So a lot of people out and about here in the park. Very nice. Now if we pan around, you guys see a little bit. But great day, and let's see if I can make up a few more miles. Just a little more of the park. Really pretty neat. Kind of breezy, but a great spring day. A lot of people out. There's even a little beach over there that people are enjoying. So that's neat. Okay, wrapping up day 8. I found a spot, a campsite, about 2 or 3 miles past the state park on the side of the hill, and nice little camping spot just for 1 or 2 tents, and then I'm about 4 miles from the next shelter. I had to bring all my water up here, which is not a problem, but there's water about 4 miles away, so I'll make sure I pick some up in the morning. Okay.